The Volkswagen Tiguan SUV is a car that is targeted towards families. However, I feel that the car does provide something on the side to motoring enthusiasts. Hi, my name is Izzat from All Car Channel and welcome back to another car review video. So I'll be doing the review of the Tiguan inside the car because, as you can see, it's raining cats and dogs outside, given that it is the rainy season right now. But it will not stop me from giving you my thoughts on this 1.4 TSI Volkswagen Tiguan. So stick around for the car review video. Okay guys, so my thoughts about this car is that I have been driving it for the past couple of days, and this car has been used in KL traffic as well as on highways. And personally, I feel like the car performs a lot better in KL traffic. And here's why. How I felt the car responded very well, maybe because it is a turbocharged car. It actually gives you that pickup to actually go for the gaps in between traffic, which helps reduce your driving time. On the highway, I noticed that the car, once it touches 130, 140, it is struggling to try and accelerate even more. I think it's because it is a 1.4 litre engine, and trying to move something this big is a bit of a task for that little engine. But don't worry, I'll get to the driving later in the video. So let's start with the front of the car first. You can see the front of the car has LED headlamps with LED daytime running lights. The illumination that you get from the lights are very good, especially at night. It actually illuminates very well. Other than that, you actually get cornering lights as well. What are those? So when you try to turn the car left or right, it will illuminate according to which corner you're taking. So it helps you see even further in the dark, which actually I guess helps to the keeping the occupants safe. I guess this car is a family SUV, so its entire mantra is safety. What else you get at the front is you get this chrome grille at the front, which actually makes the entire front of the car look very sporty. Moving to the side, you have 18-inch alloy rims, which actually look very good on this car. However, I am disappointed that the spare rim that you get is actually just a steel spare rim with a spare tire. I guess they're trying to keep the cost down, so I understand. It's fine. I know it does the job. It's good. Now let's move to the back. You can see it has LED tail lamps with a very intricate design inside the tail lamp, which actually makes the car look very good. It even has what you call, well, what Volkswagen calls animated brake lights, which you can see here. The shape of the tail lights actually make the car look very sporty, and the back of the car actually does look very cool, in my opinion. Overall, the car is a family SUV with a lot of safety features and looks very sporty. Let's move on the inside. As you can see on the inside, the dashboard looks great. You get metal trimmings around everywhere around the car, as well as this like faux carbon fiber look that is dashed on the dashboard on the left hand side there, and the door panels as well. The inside of the car, as you can see here, as you can see there, it is Vienna leather. It has a very rough texture, and the front and the back is exactly the same motif. The front, you see, you get these very nice looking huggers there, which actually looks nice, and it is very functional. When I tried taking corners with this car, it actually kept me in place the whole time. Moving to the middle part there, you see you have an 8-inch touchscreen with a Discover Media system. So everything of the car is controlled through this touchscreen, and it does have Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, and Mirror Link as well. Auxiliary function, Bluetooth, basically the works. As I said, everything is controlled through this thing here, which is very interesting. I like it when everything is actually controlled through one single panel. It makes things a lot more streamlined, in my opinion. Looking at the air conditioning, it is a 3-zone climate control, where the back passengers are able to actually control their own temperature at the back there, which is very cool. Other than that, you can see that it has heated seats for both the two front passengers, which is very useful right now in our cold rainy weather. I really like it. It's very useful. At the bottom there, you see you have a 12-volt outlet, 2 USB slots, and the auxiliary port. So the USB connects for your Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. The glove box is actually cooled, which I really like. Moving into the middle section here, you can see the gear. It looks very cool with the whole metal trimming and the DSG logo there. You get the buttons here, which actually opens up your rear view camera with different functions, and the park assist function there, e-handbrake, and your auto hold. So in the middle here, driver section, you see that you get an active info display, which is very useful. It displays all information about the car while driving, and it even has navigation function in the center there. Steering wheel controls are pretty much the same as the Passat and the Golf. Your cruise control, your AID controls are here, and your media controls are at the bottom there, which is very nice. Moving to the back, you can see the middle section now has a aircon function there, along with your climate control here. And at the bottom there, you get a 12-volt outlet, and you also get a USB charger outlet there for your devices. Behind the driver and passenger seat, you get a tray with cup holders, which is very nice. So this car really has everything to bring kids around in. You get tables, cup holders, you even get ISOFIX mounts at the back, which is very useful, and the tether for the ISOFIX is at the back of the seat there. Because this car is a family SUV, you get a lot of different safety functions, really a lot of safety functions, but I'm only gonna touch on a few. The rest you can actually see it on Volkswagen's website, and which you can go ahead and visit yourself. What you get a driver alert system, meaning that the car will warn you if you've been driving for too long, and it will ask you to take a break. It also has auto post collision braking system, which the car will apply brakes to prevent or mitigate any subsequent impacts on the car. This car does have 6 airbags for passenger, driver, side airbags as well as curtain airbags to keep everyone in the car safe. This car also comes with electronic stability control, or ESC, which actually stops you from skidding, which is very nice, very good. Other than that, the car has what you call a KISSI function. Now, a KISSI function, according to Volkswagen, is their keyless entry system and their push start system as well, which is, I think, okay, why not? Let's call it the KISSI system. Call it whatever you want, right? So this car also has park assist, as I mentioned earlier, which will help you park front, back, or even parallel park, which is very interesting. I tried using it. It gave me a bit of a scare because I didn't want to dent or scratch the car, so I used it very moderately. I still like parking it myself. I'm actually on the way to pick up a couple of people who will give you their perspective on the car, because why not, right? I mean, the more people who take a look at the car, you get an even better picture as compared to just me babbling on here. So give me a second while I go pick them up, and I'll see you in a bit. Tiguan. I have 2 guests with me today. This is Faris. He's my 16-year-old brother. Most of the time he is my cameraman. He's got a good eye. And at the back there, I think you've seen him around. That is DJ. He is a up-and-coming actor. You probably see him in a few movies, TV commercials, and the like. So yeah, I'm doing this thing where I'm going to bring random people aboard just to give you different perspectives of the car while we are reviewing. So before that, let's talk about the engine first. So this is the 1.4 TSI. It is a 4-cylinder direct injected turbocharged engine, which pushes out 150 PS of power and 250 Nm of torque. So all of that is pretty much regulated by the 6-speed DSG wet clutch gearbox, which does the job, but I think it could have been a lot better. Actually, it could have been a lot better. So that's enough about the engine. Now let's talk about everything in the car. I think we'll start with DJ at the back there. So DJ,
Yes.
Tell us what you can see at the back there and how does it feel like.
Alright, so at the back, what we have here is a pretty minimalistic design, which I kind of like. I'm not an SUV person, I'm a sports car person, but these sharp lines and the design language is something pleasing to me. They got this faux carbon fiber going on here, and nothing much else actually. The seats are kind of on the firm side, which is what you want if you're going for the sporty feel. And these trays at the back, useful touch. Of course, very importantly, you've got a 12 volt socket here and a USB charger port, as well as this adjustable aircon here. You can control your own temperature and lower settings. So it's actually pretty good. It's pretty spacious. Not quite an X5, but plenty of room to spare. There's ample space here for the average person.
Alright, cool. So Faris, how about you? What do you see and how does it feel?
Okay, so first off, it feels very premium. It does not feel cheap, that's for sure. So like I like cars that, you know, give that luxurious vibe, you know. That
Doesn't everybody, right?
I don't know. I like that car, you know. I don't mind if it's not a sports car, you know. Like, you know, I like driving for like luxury. Yeah. So of course there's touchscreen head unit, Bluetooth, right?
Yep,
Yeah,
Bluetooth, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, and some weird mirror link thing. To be
Yeah.
honest, I
So
don't really know.
that, I mean, honestly, I would really like a car that can do that, you know. Then definitely, I mean, it does not feel like a Volkswagen. It is like, it doesn't give that Volkswagen vibe, but you know, it's a Volkswagen.
So, okay guys, how about the comfort suspension? We're going over some like interlocking brakes right now. This part here, it's gonna be fun. And
Oh, that was actually quite bad.
yeah, I noticed that the suspension setup, it's tuned more towards sporty, so it's a bit hard. It's not completely like race mode, but it's slightly harder than your average SUV. I think because of that, they're trying to make this a family SUV that has a bit of more handling. I think they're trying to make it like the Passat or the Golf, the handling wise. But what do you guys think? What do you think of the whole suspension setup?
Well, for me at the back, I could not benchmark it against something like say the S-Class. It does not compare. However, like you said, it's now on roads like interlocking brakes and minor holes and imperfections on the road. It handles it quite fine. You can't really feel it, but yeah, when the holes start becoming a bit bigger and noticeable, like potholes, yeah, those are actually kind of rough. Not, you do not feel like it's an SUV taking it.
Yeah.
It feels more like that's kind of bad.
So another one.
Yeah.
It's more familiar to me as a.
The camera shaking.
It feels like more like a sports car taking this kind of holes. So yeah, could it be a bit softer on the bigger holes or the bigger bumps?
Yeah.
Faris, you're sitting at the front. How does that feel like?
So I mean, some parts, yeah, it does feel hard, but I'm like heavy sleeper, so I can still sleep. So even though we were to go like above all these stuff, I can still sleep perfectly.
Okay, because it's not too hard. Because you know when you have a sports suspension, you go over like those yellow lines you get on the road, and you can actually hear and feel every single one of those painted lines. But this one, we just went over a few. You could barely hear them out or feel them. So it is not leaning towards comfort or sports, but it's somewhere in between that tuning point there. Power wise, the car does actually have enough power. On paper, I think Daram, you can explain to me a bit about the power. What do you feel?
Okay, alright. So if you're getting to the power on paper, it is not. My first glance, it is not impressive to me, as it's only a 1.4, right? 1.4 turbocharged, not quite twin charge. However, looking at you gunning it, it does not feel like it's a 1.4 lugging an SUV. Yeah, so that's quite impressive, I would say. I do not expect this kind of performance from such a small engine and such a big car. So I must say, on paper it did not jump out at me, but did not feel that way in real world driving. So, impressive there. It is not a sports car. It is not ML55 or something like that. But it is way more than the sum of its parts. Yeah.
Yep. Alright, so I guess that's it. That's what we got from them. Okay, now let's come down to the rating. So on a scale of 1 to 5, 5 being very good car, fantastic. 1 could be things that could you still feel that there should be some improvements. Bear in mind the car is 169,000. So take that into consideration. We'll start with Paris. What do you think?
I think I would say a solid 4.
Solid 4. Alright. Yeah.
We are factoring in value for money, right?
Yeah, 169 grand, dude. Everything here.
Very impressive. So easily a 3.5. Easily a 3.5 at least. Factoring in the value for money.
Alright.
And not factoring in the German competition.
Yes, of course. So alright, there you go, guys. I hope that actually helped in giving you guys a more in-depth review of this car with different perspectives. So do click that like button if you like the content. It would really help us a lot to support us there. And be sure to click the notification icon to be do click the notification icon to be updated on future videos. So I will catch you guys in the next one. Drive safe. Peace.